Hello and welcome to the Brand AI podcast. I'm your host, Lenka. This is the show for digital agencies and innovative brands focused on predictable growth. We deliver the AI solutions and systems required to streamline client acquisition and automate service delivery, ensuring you are maximizing your capacity to scale. My guest today is Nathan Broadbridge, the founder of the Polar Web Agency. Nathan has been helping businesses grow since 2017, but his company has recently undergone a major transformation leveraging AI to streamline operations, accelerate content creation, and drive massive lead volume. He's an agency owner who isn't just talking about AI, he's actively implementing it to automate core business functions. Nathan has a wide range of knowledge and practical, result-driven approach to business, which makes him a perfect person to discuss the real-world impact of AI and agency growth. Nathan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Lenka.
Can you walk us through the journey of Polar Web Agency and what led you to specialize in lead gen and SEO?
Yep. Yeah. So we started Web Agency back in 2017. We got into websites with a portfolio strategy. So we own crochet websites, honey website. We used to have a cheese making website, and that led us down the avenue of local businesses as well. So we started our agency, and we've been building websites and doing SEO for local businesses ever since. And we go down now mainly to SEO and lead generation. So we do pay-per-call lead generation and just sell photo calls to businesses rather than ongoing monthly fee.
Amazing. Your name of the agency is so interesting. Why Polar Web?
That's a great question. I used to drink a lot of Bundaberg rum when I was younger, and I've got a tattoo of a polar bear. So it was very fitting, needed to use the tattoo for a good reason.
That's it.
Polar Web Design or Polar Web Agency was born.
Amazing. I love it. So good. You recently made a major shift in how your team operates, integrating AI, especially content writing. What was the trigger for the change, and how did it impact your internal structure?
Back in 2023, our portfolio got hit by the Google's helpful content update, and we went from over 6 figures in traffic across multiple websites down to a very small amount. We pretty much got a 75 to 80% traffic drop overnight. And from that, a lot of our revenue dropped. So we weren't able to keep paying our team to keep writing. And back then we had a team of 13 people. And I think 6 of those were writers, which were pretty much full-time writers for us. And so since then, we're down to a team of 4. And rather than us taking 4 to 6 weeks to build a website of, say, maybe 20 pages, we're now building a website of about 120 pages in 2.5 weeks. So we use AI to do all our content generation now.
That's really good. Do you reckon that all agencies, I assume all agencies went through the adjustment? Is it just the way how content is written these days, or did you need to adjust also the structure of the website and for SEO?
We structured, it's pretty much the same structure, but we now, rather than generate each page individually, which takes a lot of time, we still change all the images and do all that sort of stuff, but we've got a system built in Make and ChatGPT, which automatically creates all the pages and rewrites all the content. So it's all unique, and it just does it all pretty quickly in like about 30 minutes. So then we go in, and that's how we can build so fast. But yeah, it's definitely taken a lot to get to that point with a high.
Yeah, that was my next question. Yeah, how long did it take to, really?
Yeah, it took 6 months of not doing that until we're like, it should be easier than this. But our VAs we were writing, and I was helping them rewrite the content manually through ChatGPT or Gemini, and then paste on the website. So then, we just hired a couple of experts and got them to build out our Make systems. Yeah, so what used to take probably about 2.5 weeks doing content now takes one person 4 hours to edit our template, and then about 20 minutes to run our automation. And so the way we post is a bit different, because we don't want to come out with 120 location pages all in one hit. But as we post, we get indexed pretty quickly. And yeah, like we've had websites that are 3 weeks old bringing in leads. We've had most of our websites at the moment are between 8 and 6 months old. They're doing about between 20 and 70 leads a month.
Incredible. This is what's called efficiency. Love it. Amazing. Well done. I know that a lot of agencies are trying to make adjustments into their systems and operations in general to streamline it. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people still behind. So yeah, well done. How are you progressing with this? Love
Yeah,
it.
thanks. I'm definitely a slow mover. It takes me quite a while to adopt new strategies and new systems and implementation. So it's been a slow slug at it, but we're getting there. There's definitely a few more systems in the pipeline that we're trying to we're trying to build out at the moment.
Yeah, that was exactly my next question. But do you reckon that that was the first like AI implementation that really truly convinced you, okay, that could be like really good for the business? And now you're moving forward a little bit more, sort of
Yeah.
like you're more brave in implementation, did you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't say brave. We're just one project at a time. So we manage over 70 websites at the moment. So trying to also do systems and build out like automated flows at the same time, I only have the capacity for one of those while we manage
Yeah.
everything else. So yeah,
Yeah.
as you know, we've got a little kid. So it's the time is limited, which is why starting to get the systems in place before the second one comes along is very important. So then the team can do a lot more of a heavy lifting without my input.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. How do you balance to drive the efficiency through this automation while to still maintain strong client relationships?
So I'm just the sales guy and the client liaison. So that probably takes half of my time talking to my clients and yeah, just chatting and yeah, doing that. So that's half my job, which I quite enjoy. And the other part is yeah, doing the SEO, and then the team does sort of the more mundane tasks, which I don't enjoy.
Do you do your clients raise a lot of questions about AI these days?
No, because we sell leads, people don't really care where they're coming from as long as the quality of the lead is good, which all of our leads are through SEO. And we just tell them we do these things and they're happy because we're getting good jobs. And so when we do SEO for a client, it's a little bit different. We tell them that we use AI to write it. We give them to proof the content, make sure there's any changes. Exactly the same as when we had our writers, it still needs to be proofed by the clients to make sure everything's correct. And with AI, I think it's probably about the same as with the writers, about how much needs to be changed. Like there's always those little things that you don't know because you're not the business owner. So there's always little things to change. But most business owners don't mind as long as they get results.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair point. There's an unpopular opinion about SEO is dead. Not that dead, but there were phases in the last a decade that, well, oh, now it's AI. People don't need SEO. And from my personal experience coming from a broader agency, SEO was always underutilized, I'd say. How do you find this these days? Does it change? Do people still believe that SEO actually is more important than ever, I would say, because of the AI search results and everything?
So AI with local businesses, we we have clients all over Australia. AI with local businesses, I don't think has been impacted. Where
Okay.
our portfolio websites, like if you look up gardening, there's always the AI overview, and you can get the answers you're looking for without proofing them just from the AI overview. So the clicks to the websites have gone down, and not as many people clicking through. But for local businesses, the AI overview doesn't quite hit the mark a lot of the times, and people still want to look at the business website or the Google My Business before they have someone come out to their house. So I don't think SEO is dead. I actually think it's actually quite nice now. I find it a lot easier to get quicker results with AI, and we'll get quicker results because other people don't do it. Yeah, local businesses haven't really adopted it, and local web agencies haven't adopted it either to move as fast and get as good results as they could do.
Interesting. Just touch base a little bit about obviously your agency owner. I've been doing it for a while. What do you reckon is the biggest mistake that some agency owners make today when it comes to adapting new technology?
Good question. I think new technology and systems you should be doing on your own websites, where if you do it on a client website and something goes wrong, you're somewhat liable. So like there's been some cases where SEO agencies did pretty black hat moves and the business websites got hit by updates. And this is in America, and they're suing the SEO agencies for doing these bad practices on the websites. So I think like you don't really know the way the search results are going to go and if there's going to be change in it. So you sort of have to test and measure systems on your own websites. Well, that's why we have lead gen sites, which we own. So we can do a lot of testing on there and see, oh, we did this and we got better results. We did this and we got hit by an update. Like we got hit because we got penalized. So there's that fine line of you don't want to damage your client's reputation on the websites. Slower when implementing to clients.
Yeah. Thank you. No, that's so true. It's always about testing and experimenting. Always have been, always will be. What is your key initiative for next quarter? Just going a little bit back. What are you going to work on in the next 3-4 months?
It's 3 or 4 months. I'm actually getting back into networking. So I'm joining a local BNI, walking the industrial area around the corner from me, and I'm just hitting the streets and just hustling, get some new clients. So
Amazing.
we've recently rebranded. So our website has taken a hit in our rankings because we've changed to a brand new domain. So we're not bringing in the leads from that way. And we've also generating like our outreach. We're just starting. It's been a bit slow over the Christmas period. So the cold outreach, you can't really do it this time of year. So that starts up in Feb. But yeah, I'm just going to get out and just do some networking and get some growth the old manual way, because I like talking to people and getting out and about. So yeah, looking forward to it.
That's great. Thank you. I guess I have another one question that's more like on a prediction. If you had to make a bold statement about the future in AI in the agency world, what it would be? Let's say looking 5 or 10 years ahead. What do you think will happen with the websites and internet and AI?
Just 10 years ahead. So yeah, I've been in it, like 8 years now. So 10 years ahead, like a lot's changed since I've been around, but all the foundational stuff's exactly the same. Like for SEO wise, if you don't do foundational stuff on your website, it doesn't rank. And AI doesn't actually do the foundational stuff. Like you can build websites with AI if you want to, but it doesn't do the foundational stuff of labeling images and getting the headings correct. So there's still always that manual aspect. But I think for actual search engines are going to change a lot. How it's going to implement local businesses, probably a lot, to be honest. But I don't know what they're going to do. Like there's talks that Google isn't going to have a search anymore, but it's just going to be all AI provider results. Well, then what happens with the businesses? Do they show favor to only 3 or 4 businesses and those businesses just dominate each city? Like I'm not too sure how we're going to do it, but I still think 10 years time, even with AI, people are going to be finding local businesses online. Just how do they do it? Like we get a few leads now through ChatGPT at sources of local websites and people just call straight through there. So there's that sort of thing as well. 10 years, a long time. And it's,
I know.
the last 3 years has changed a lot. And like, I think in 2 years, you're not going to know any videos or images, what's real, what's not. People's voices, you're not going to know what's real, what's not. So there's going to be, I don't know, I personally think a lot of propaganda out there. And I think the whole world's going to change pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, it is exciting as much as scaring as well at the same time. I sometimes think about what will happen for our kids, especially, like what world they will live in once they're teenagers or older. So interesting. Let's see what the future holds.
Yeah, there's sort of, like with AI, when you are researching a topic, if you ask good questions, you don't need to actually research and dig deep anymore. But like when you have a website, you used to have to do a lot of content to get a website to rank. So there's always like a lot of our articles are like 3,000-4,000 words. So people have to still read, even if they found a good article, they still have to find out the information. Where now everything's just like short snippet answers. So like don't actually learn about a topic, you learn like a single answer. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with the schooling system and how people learn, like if they just know these one-word answers or if they actually know a topic. which I think will be very interesting to see what happens with the generations coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. Never thought of it. Yeah, you're right. And just last question, as an agency owner, what would be your advice for another businesses that just, startups pretty much, they're going out there on their own and starting to build a business? What would be the biggest advice you could give them?
Pick one service and do that well. So it doesn't matter like if you build websites or if you do SEO or if you like optimize Google My Business profiles, like, or if you do advertising like Meta or Google, like pick one avenue, get really good at that, get your name known, and then start branching out to other services. Where if you do a scattershot at the start, you're an expert in nothing and you don't really get good results for your clients. Or if you nail one thing and just like outsource the rest to other experts, be looked upon as better because you help him a business, and then you can learn how to do other services. Just because like it's to be good at one thing is a lot of time and effort. Like I do SEO only and Google My Business profile optimization. I hire other people to do pretty much everything else in the business, where like SEO is my thing that I've learned over all these years. And yeah, that's why that's pretty much the main business we provide.
What a great advice. Thank you. What would be the best way to get in touch with you or learn more about Polar Web Agency?
Yep. Just go to the website, polarwebagency.com.au, and my number's on the contact us page. My email's there. And yeah, you can just reach out, say you saw me on here, and yeah, we can have a chat. And I'm not sure who listens to the podcast. If it's other agency owners, happy to have a chat. If there's businesses that are looking to grow the business, also very happy to have a chat. And see what we can do.
Thank you so much. For all our listeners, you can find all these links down below in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back with interesting topics soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Lanka.